just trying to think, is there anything in like UK or Australia that is like unnecessarily like slow? I feel like we just kind of get rid of it. Yeah,
I mean, we've already complained about that.
yeah. I feel like, as in like the systems that we have, I don't really think there's anything that's like, everything's been like easy to do. Like,
I mean, I didn't really have experience living on my own in Australia, so I can't really say much.
In the UK, everything that could be done online is done online. You know,
I mean, yeah, most.
I don't even think I ever went anywhere in person for anything like a government. Like it could all be done by phone or online.
Yeah.
Water bill, internet, phone, government documents like local tax, like all of it was done online.
I think the only thing really is like, going to get like your driver's license fixed or something, right? Like you probably have to go in person for
Even
that.
then in the UK, you can get it mailed to you.
Yeah,
really?
I like when I renewed my driver's license, I
just
literally just sent them the license in the mail, uploaded a scan of my picture, and then they just renewed it for me.
Okay, you can't do that in Australia.
Yeah. I mean, we've really been like, the UK's gotten really good at making things that
It's efficient, and I guess I just took that for granted. Right?
You sure did, Gon. You sure did.
Yeah.
You were like, everywhere's like this.
Like
right?
I thank God that we're signed with Geeks Plus and they handle our tax.
Yeah.
Because like,
oh God, I can only imagine doing. I've heard horror stories.
I mean, I did my tax before joining Geeks Plus, and it was the fucking worst. If you are a freelancer in Japan, good luck.
I've heard.
I mean,
the freelance tax forms in Japan.
Oh,
it
is
the
god
worst
awful.
thing unknown to
I mean,
man.
doing tax in the UK is bad enough, and I'm just like, if that was bad, how is it in fucking Japan?
Oh, it's god awful. I hated it. I regret it.
I thought it was bad in the UK, but now I look back at how doing taxes was in the UK. I'm like, everything can be done online.
Yeah,
from
everything
home.
can be done online at home.
It's pretty good. There's an app, like
In Japan, you have to take a fucking bag full of receipts to like the town ward and like scan, go through all of it and like fill it in yourself. Oh my! It is the worst. That's why there's no freelancers in Japan, because they're like, fuck that. I don't want to deal with that shit. I'll join a company.
That's so
It's
sad.
the worst.
I will say though that it was pretty cool the first time I discovered the Hanko, and
It's cool for 10 seconds until it becomes a burden.
Yeah, it's cool for like the first week you're living here when like, ooh, I'm
part of Japan now. I'm part of the culture here, guys.
Let me put my signature.
Look at my clan. It's the Manitapo clan. Because that's what it feels like, right? When you're fucking stamping your second name down, you're like,
And they make it like
legit.
a really like traditional, like kind of swirly, like
yeah
feudal Japan style stamp.
it
It
looks-
looks dope.
It looks dope. I can see why they haven't like gotten rid of it, because it feels like I feel cultured as I'm stamping my fucking name down. You know when you see like in old films where they're writing a letter and then they fucking stamp down the wax. Yeah, that's what it feels like every time I stamp down my Hanko here.
Oh my God.
But then it gets to a point where you live here for a year and you're just like, fuck's sake, can we not just go back to signature?
Just give me a pen.
Then you stamp it and they're like, no, it's not good enough. You haven't stamped it enough. And I'm like, what do you mean? I can read it.
It's like, oh, it's slightly crooked. Can you fill it in again, please?
Oh yeah, if it's slightly crooked,
don't accept it.
And if there's slightly not enough ink on it, they just won't accept it.
Yeah, also, I remember I filled out like this 3-page document and I made one mistake and I did the line through it. And the guy at the driving license place like, you got to redo it all. I'm like, why? It's like, you've made a mistake. You got to redo it all. I'm like,
you can't cross things out here.
I'm like, I crossed it out there. It's not. It's all right.
100% accuracy only in Japan.
I'm like, what do you mean? You can clearly.
There is no any percent in Japan.
Like,
only 100% right.
Yeah, I'm like, you can clearly make out there is absolutely no problem here. You know that I don't mean the thing that I crossed out, and you know the thing what I meant to put.
Yeah.
Why are you going to make me fill out this 3-page document again because I made one mistake? It's like everything is a fucking like trapeze act where if you fuck up, you got to redo your whole life.
Yeah, just
born, do life again, reset life.
Jesus.
Yeah, only perfection here.
I'm surprised that when you fill out a document on, they're like, nope, no license for you. Come back next day. Gotta redo it again. No.
Basically, if you want to live in Japan, I hope you like filling out forms because you are
correctly.
Yeah,
correctly because you are
no mistakes.
Expect perfection in every way.
It's like moving here is kind of like Form Simulator 2021. Honestly,
it's like Papers, Please, but every day. It's exhausting, man.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm dreading these next few months when we move studios and move houses.
I'm gonna be in a foul mood in like October when I have to move. I'm just gonna not want to talk to anyone. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're complaining now about this, when we actually start moving, my God, our podcast
It's
episodes
I
are
know
so
I'm
much
gonna-
more depressing.
Because I know I'm going to lose at least a week just from this alone. So
100%.
sorry if you don't get any videos for like that month.
Yeah,
no
my
videos.
fucking video schedule's like the slowest it's ever been
Because of this shit.
because of this shit. It shouldn't be like that. It's ridiculous.
How did normal people who work 9 to 5s, 9 to 12s in Japan, how did they have time to do this stuff? I don't understand. Because people don't stop working here. And stuff closes on weekends here. So what do they do? I don't understand.
They take pay leave.
They take a week off. Are you serious?
They take a week off to move.
Oh.
Wait, don't they only have by law a week of paid holiday anyway?
20 whole days in
So
the year.
you lose what, like 5? You lose a quarter of your paid holiday if you want to move here in Japan.
if you want to do,
Japan,
if
the
you
country
wanna,
where moving is a luxury.
if you want to do anything in Japan, you got to take a day off to call them up and do it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous. You want to? You can't. If you want to change your phone provider, you got to take a day off work. How
Yeah.
weird is that? What the fuck? It's weird.
The fact that you can't just do it like during a lunch break is ridiculous.
it's tragic.
Yeah.
It's tragic. It really is tragic.
So, as someone who has moved before, Joey, what is the moving experience like here in Japan?
Hell. In one word.
Because you've already
Q
moved once here in
credits.
Japan, right?
I've moved twice now.
Oh, you've moved twice.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so the place I'm about to move to will be my 4th place.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you've moved twice, but you've had 4 places.
Well, yeah.
How does that work?
Well, I mean, I moved in here and then I moved to separate times.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Yeah,
I thought you meant
sorry.
you moved.
Yeah.
I was like, wait,
Yeah.
those numbers don't add up.
2 + 2 =
Well,
4.
well, the first time I moved, when I moved from Australia to Japan, it was a lot easier for me because I had help. I had help from my auntie.
Right.
So
Right.
she did all the paperwork for me because
Oh, epic.
I
Pro
didn't
gamer
know
move.
fucking how to do it. But then she was like, "All right, well now you know how to do it." I'm like, "What do I? Do I?"
It's like when someone builds a PC for you. Like, great, you can do it on your own now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
She's like, you've passed the tutorial stage.
Yeah. Like, I hope you're paying attention. I'm like, "Oh, thanks.
expert mode begin.
It's not even like a would you like to listen to that again option. It's just like I hope you were listening. Yeah, so the first time when I moved here was fine. But then from the second time on when I moved to my own place, yeah, it was hell. And it's still hell. This is the third time I'm doing it now. And it's not easier at all. Like the only thing that makes it easier now is that you know exactly the list of things you need to do.
Yeah.
But the process of going through
But
that
the
list,
time is not any more
the
efficient.
time is not any more efficient. It is just as time consuming and
So no one
fucking
moves,
ridiculous.
right? No one wants to improve their life because they're like, well, I do want to improve.
But that's what
my
I'm
life.
saying, right?
You
It's
know,
like-
I've got asbestos, I've got mold, but frankly, putting up that paperwork.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
is
Like, it's
more.
not an understatement to say that, or not an overreaction to say that moving in Japan is a luxury,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be a luxury. It's fucking ridiculous.
That's why they're able to charge the same amount when you have to renew your contract.
Right,
Yeah.
charge you out
Which
the
is why
ass.
I don't know if we explained this, but the reason we're all moving is because when your contract ends for like your rental period, normally you'd think it can just easily roll over and
That's
stuff.
how it does
like that.
in the UK.
That's how it does in the
Yeah.
UK. That's how it did in Thailand for me.
countries, yeah.
That's how it did in most countries. Nope, you got to go through the same process again and pay the same fees.
So you got to pay 2 months of rent for free.
Yeah.
For no reason. Just
Yeah.
because they want it. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Because you gotta
no,
re-
fuck you. I'm not fucking giving you 2 months of money for free. For what? For this shitty apartment? Fuck off.